What's the dumbest thing I accidentally taught my son? The dumbest thing I ever taught Noah was sarcasm. Noah is 7. Tiny little face, giant little attitude, the kind of kid who says interesting when he hates something. It started because he kept hearing me complain about bad drivers. One day a guy cut me off in traffic and I muttered, "Wow, genius alert." Noah asked what that meant. I told him it was just a funny way to call someone smart. Huge mistake. Next morning his dad dropped a spoon and spilled cereal everywhere. Noah looked at the mess, nodded slowly and said, "Wow, actual genius behavior." My husband smiled. "Thanks, buddy." I nearly choked on my coffee. By day 2 he was using sarcasm like a tiny lawyer with no ethics. At the grocery store, an old man parked sideways across 2 spots. Noah stared at the car and whispered, "Professional parking champion." The man heard him and smiled proudly. I grabbed Noah by the hoodie so fast I almost dislocated his backpack. Then school happened. Of course it did. His teacher called me in after class with the exhausted expression of someone who had dealt with my child for 8 straight hours. She said, "Noah has become very expressive lately." I already knew that tone. That tone means your kid has been doing side quests instead of learning. Then she handed me a behavior note. Apparently another student had sharpened both sides of a pencil and snapped it immediately. Noah watched the whole thing happen, sighed deeply and said, "That's the kind of innovation that changes lives." The class laughed so hard they had to stop the lesson. I buried my face in my hands. Then the principal walked in, because obviously he did. He sat down and said, "We've also had a few incidents in the cafeteria." Noah had apparently watched a kid dump chocolate milk all over his own tray and calmly whispered, "A masterclass in decision-making." The lunch lady laughed so hard she had to leave the room. The principal was trying not to laugh too, which honestly made it worse. Then he pulled out the final report. Yesterday during math, the teacher accidentally erased the wrong side of the whiteboard after spending 20 minutes solving equations. The entire room went silent, and from the back of the class, my son slowly clapped once and said, "Elite strategy." I looked at Noah. He was sitting there drinking apple juice like a retired supervillain. I asked him why he kept talking like that. This child shrugged and said, "Mom, I'm not being mean, I'm being supportive. Emotionally." Then he smiled and added, "Wow, parenting legend."